Hello everyone and welcome to Season Watch. Today we're watching My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Episode 12, I believe. Getting close to the end, which means new season's gonna be starting soon. I kinda took a glance at what shows are gonna be coming out next season, but I'm not entirely sure which ones to choose. I'm between some of them, so feel free to join Discord and help out to decide which shows we should start off next season. You might end up even picking something else that I didn't even think about. Who knows? You know, I'm just going blind, so who knows what I'm picking, is it good or not? But anyways, back to this show. Last episode, what we had. We started off with Momo arriving with some groceries for Akane to help her out. A little late, but to help her out. And once she heard that Yamada helped her out last night, she just stopped and stared. Like, what? Did you start dating behind my back or something? That was hilarious. But no, so she was very curious about that. And she might be realizing before even the two of them that they might like each other, you know? Even though the two of them might not realize this. But she's staying quiet for now. Just since she doesn't even know Yamada that well. She met him, but she doesn't really know how his personality is like. Other than what Akane tells her. Since she had stayed the day resting, Akane decided to play Forts of Savior. She met up with Rurihime and Tsubaki. So the three of them went out on a journey and fought a boss. Well, Tsubaki and Akane did. Tried to. Because the boss was regenerating health faster than they could deal all damage. While Rurihime was just healing them. Wanted to give a hint, but they decided, Tsubaki decided not to, even though they made progress, but still failed in. So Tsubaki talking with Rurihime afterwards was like, okay, yeah, Akane is really easy to talk to, and I think that's the person that Yamada is hanging out with lately. Don't know how to feel about this. Because it seems she started joining this game for Yamada, but she seems to be okay with Akane and everything, so she doesn't really know how to feel, especially since she hasn't stepped forward into the playing field just yet. Without really knowing what was going on, Rurihime or Eita gave the advice of just make a move. I don't know what's going on there, but if you can't do anything, just do something and get it started. So maybe we're gonna start the love triangle situation soon. Maybe this episode. Then we have Akane talking to Momo about something serious. So they met up at a cafe. Turns out that something serious was just, what is wrong with me? Like, what faults do I have? That she wants to fix those before she gets out into the dating world again. But that also means she's considering dating again. So maybe she's thinking of Yamada. Either way, wasn't really what Momo was expecting. And then two people she went out on the group date before showed up. They got really cozy with them, even though they kept saying no multiple times. The guys were just ignoring that. Like, oh no, it's fine, don't worry about it. They got the waiter, Eita, to help out, and he had to be stern with them, because they weren't accepting a no. And Momo was just like, wait, you know that guy too? Oh, from the game. Yamada, this guy. How come the guys from your game are hotter than the people I go on group dates with? Like, that's just so wrong. But afterwards, they waited outside for Eita to come out after work, and I kind of had something serious to talk about with Eita, and that's where we stopped. I'm curious to know what are the serious things you want to talk about. Is it serious like the things you want to talk with Momo, or actual stuff? I will just have to see real soon. Anyways, as a reminder, this is a time reaction, which means you sync up your own version of mine as we watch it together. I'll try to add some scenes here and there, but don't expect too much. That being said, let's get started. 3, 2, 1. That's a cunning game. What's going on here? That's Rudy Hime. Oh! Was that how they met? So Eita ended up joining the guild afterwards. Because Rudy Hime was the one that introduced Akane. Interesting that we had that little flashback beforehand. Okay. I'm more interested now in what she has to say. Like, why didn't we go into that little flashback for a moment before going back to the question that Akane had for Eita? Oh, the serious talk, not necessarily a question. So it seems we're getting to some serious stuff as the season's coming to an end. We have 2 more episodes left. Counting this one, so 1 more episode after this. 1 more episode next week, rather. There's this part. All the location we see. Then in-game. Focusing a lot on the guild. Always, I think it's a game controller, but it's the phone. And are we ever gonna meet Runa's avatar? Because we met the strawberry farmer Takuzo. Keep forgetting his name. But we met his avatar. We even met Tsubaki's avatar. I like you. Ooh. Interesting. That's the only vibe you were giving him. And the mom was just staying in the back. And oh, interesting. First of all, the 10 minutes of silence. Secondly, Momo calling that out. Okay. So it seems, yeah. So it seems she has realized that she's in love with Yamada. Thank you, Momo, for being here. Otherwise, we would get nowhere with cutting the state. Thank you. I really like the soundtrack. Very. Yeah, really Hime was someone she would confine in. And really Hime were there for her. I want to tell both of you. Look at that. Both people should trust. You know? Yeah. He has a cold front, but he's actually really nice. I mean, Akane has seen multiple times he said that. Exactly. He may be insensitive, but he's fine when he understands what's going on, basically. Hey, see? Momo and Eita have a similar mindset here. I really think they would get along. Look at that. See, both of them are cheering her on. Well, now you two are alone. Hey, she's being forward. She's telling her intentions, and if he has a girlfriend, like she's being forward. No beating around the bush with Momo.
笑ってくれると嬉しくなったり、気づかないふりしようとしたり、ただの友達だって言い聞かせたり、そんな風にごまかしてもあんまり意味はなかったな。
But I'm also remembered that Rurihime told Tsubaki to make a move. So are both of them gonna talk? Gonna confess to Yamada? Okay, she's going to his place. Is he there though? What are you gonna say, Akane? You're right there.
あのね、実は今日どうしても話したいことがあって。
Yeah, maybe some privacy would help. Wait, what?
今日は
They? Yeah, she can't really talk with this in the back. Not warm. Look at your clothes. Really? The old people in front really stopped her. No, no. This is more important than over a phone call. He's going to close the door. Look at that. It's almost a Abidan. What he did there is like a gentler version. Hey. See, they could have gone inside and then she talked. Yeah, when she's in love with him, certainly you're off guard. Okay, so she didn't say it while they were inside. Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing that she's gonna wait it out. Yeah, she wasn't paying attention. She was just thinking about the confession. She keeps thinking like that. And he's holding her hand. Not exactly, but close enough, you know? She keeps thinking like she's bothering him, she's causing him trouble. No. Yeah. Exactly. Like, oh, maybe cheating wouldn't be the word I'd use, but yeah. He's yeah, there sure was something wrong with you. But yeah, end up not saying it.
大事な話なんですか？授業の後つっても遅くなっちゃいますけど、それでもいいなら電話しますよ。もし今日中に話したいなら。
いいの？疲れてない？
話聞くくらいなら。
He's being considerate.
俺に
He's
話し相手が務まるかは疑問だけど。
oh no, it has to be you. Look how happy she gets. And suddenly heavy rain. But what about Tsubaki? She also gonna make a move today? I really like the transitions in this. He's gonna be the wingman here. Yeah. Like, Yamada doesn't care. But... Look at that. He's trying to be a wingman. I give him praise for that.
山田君に変に思われる。
ちょっとくらい変に思われないと何にも始まらないでしょ。特に君は。
Yeah. Like, if you never make a move, you're never gonna get anywhere. And this is what's going on with Yamada instead. Wait. Are they talking about different game or and was that Akane running past? Or did he think of Akane? Okay, it is. It is someone else, but I'm pretty sure he thought of Akane there. Yeah, look at that. He was keeping his eyes on her. Because I'm thinking, like, hopefully Akane doesn't see the two of them together and get the wrong idea. Because she's already not very confident, and this certainly wouldn't help. But instead, we got Yamada thinking of her. But here's more of his kindness. Second time he's giving his umbrella for someone else in this show, by the way, that we see. Yeah. Okay, she's running for it. Hopefully you don't fall down the stairs. Oh, the glasses. This is really blind, huh? But I think he's gonna come back to help her out. Mm-hmm. Like we've been saying, Yamada is nice. Oh, the glasses are cracked, huh? Now, Is she gonna say it? Okay, it's not too big of a crack. Oh. Flipped it out.
好き
Oh. Just waiting to see how this goes. Because I don't think Yamada feels any way like that for her. Like, even showed he was thinking of Akane earlier.
今日だけでいいから
Oh, just for today, well, he was kind of making a promise to someone else, no? Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, he ended up giving in. At least giving her today. And post one. But Anya was quick on the draw. He was waiting for that message. The moment he sent the message. Oh, he also was tutoring her today. Oh, somebody came to the knocking the door. The mom. No, no, I'm studying. Yeah. Well, don't. Yeah, he definitely got that from his mom. Okay, Runa is also like, I don't really get this stuff.
そういえば、アキト、
Just
昨日さ、女の子から告白されたでしょ。
oh, Eita is gonna bring up.
なんで知ってんすか？
俺は何でも知ってんだ。
No, he's thinking it was
カネッチマジで告白
Akane,
だわ。
but it's actually
すげえ
Tsubaki.
な、あの子。
Don't
で、
say any
どうしたの？
unnecessary
な
things.
んて返事した？
いや、関係ないでしょ。
あるだろう。
あるのか。考えてます。
At least he's thinking. The Eita is saying this stuff. Yeah, just carrying this along is not good. No? Okay, so was he trying to call Akane earlier?
さては私に会いに来たななんちゃって
はい。
Yeah.
さっき電話したんですけど、繋がれなくて。
Okay,
そうなんだ
so he was calling her.
家出るときすでに3%しか充電なかったから
You did not pay attention to your battery,
もし
Akane.
顔が見れたら、昨日のことを謝ろうと思っただけなんで。
そう
I'd agree, but hmm. Now is he gonna mention the confession? She is so energetic, but at least she's back to her normal self. Like she said, she got that off her chest. I mean, they're not completely different.
そうだ、私最近ね、フォスの装備新調したんだよ。ずっと山田に自慢したかったのに、全然ログインしてこないからさ、剣をね、いいやつにしたの。
どんなやつですか？
どんなやつ
Now, did she get it right?
とは？
いや、武器のランクとか。
Okay, she doesn't even know that.
ね。
I'm guessing it's the wrong sword. Now she's just having fun with this.
あんまり喋らないのは余計なことを言うのが
Oh, that's why. Yeah, I guess
人
that's
の気持ちを深読みしたりでき
a
ない
lack of self-confidence, but at the same
し
time,
分かってない時が多い
knowing that you don't
た
really
だのつまんない
can't read people, like you don't have that skills. You can't read a room. You're not great at that. Come on, Akane. She's praising
つ
him
ま
and
んなくな
everything.
いよ。面白いって言ったじゃん。信じていいよ。本当だよ。
That she did not do the confession. And right now, the only confession is mine. It's Tsubaki's. And Eita is prodding him along, thinking, I can't. Hopefully, this doesn't end up messing things up. Honestly, he's thinking more about it than I thought. Because clearly, Akane was on his mind. Yeah, he was still decided to give it some thoughts and not just outright reject her. Is it? I don't think normally she almost fall down or something. Is it different that's meant that often? Like, I would have to go back to the other endings to check. After that UFO, I'm paranoid with that scene now. Because there was a UFO, then I think it was a normal one, and now this one that she almost fell down but got herself back up. Like, I feel like that scene's different many times. Or I'm just being paranoid because of that UFO time. You know, who can say? But we still have an after credit scene. No. With Tsubaki.
きっと来いって。ゆかりちゃん、こんな時間に出かけるの？
As a little brother.
友達と約束があるの。
I think that's a boy.
すぐ帰ってきなさい。
Babies are hard style, you know.
もっと楽しいことのはずなのに。
Oh, that Yamada? He giving the answer now. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is the first time they actually dropped the cliffhanger, just stop in the middle of it. Like, they had some moments like giving us hope, but this time was just like, normally we have a after credit scene, like a little fun thing, but no, this was continuation, just cut it. Are you serious? They just hanged us hard for the final episode, where it seems Yamada is gonna give his answer to Tsubaki. But like I said, I don't think he's gonna give the answer she's hoping for, because on that same day he was staring at the other girl, not just notice her and stuff, but according to Tsubaki, he was staring for a while. The girl, and I'm pretty sure it was because she reminded him of Wakane. And we had multiple moments of him just looking at Kane and looking at her while he was fixing the computer and stuff. So she's definitely on his mind. So I do think he's gonna reject Tsubaki and maybe think of Akane why he rejected her. Hopefully he reached that conclusion just like Akane did, because that would really help the relationship instead of her, because even though they think of each other, he came to the realization that she's in love with him. But him not coming to that realization, it will really seem like it's one-sided, and he's just accepting that. So maybe he'll come to realize that that's why he was thinking about the confession and everything and mulling it over. Like trying to think of like a situation where he's dating and everything. Because he's certainly been a bit down since it happened. And this whole, so ironically, Kane was the one that cheered him up, and we then went to the scene of him giving his answer most likely. So I firmly believe he's gonna reject it.
俺が撮りました。寝てる間に。
なんで？
さあ、なんとなくそうしたくなって。なんでだろう。じゃあお邪魔しました。
体が勝手に吸い寄せられるみたいに。
あかね好きな人ができたんだって。
もしかして知り合い？今の走ってた人のことずっと見てたから。
で、どうしたの？
考えてます。
なんか今日元気ないじゃん。どうしたの？つまんなくないよ。面白いって言ったじゃん。信じていいよ。本当だよ。
Now, hopefully I'm right, and hopefully this doesn't end up causing any problems because Eita is misunderstanding things. Because he knows Akane is in love with him and she was supposedly gonna confess. However, she ended up missing her shot because of the old folks talking loudly outside, and he was gonna leave to his cram school, so they really didn't have much time there. So she ended up backing away, even though they walked the way together. That wasn't really the right time. She didn't have enough confidence for something like that. So they postponed that, and instead he got confessed from Tsubaki. And since he didn't really mention the details, Eita is thinking that it was from Akane, and he's prodding him along, like, hey, you two are close to each other, like, why don't you accept it and everything? Like, just give an honest answer. At least at the end, he wasn't really prodding him forward, but just give an honest, think it over and give an honest answer. Don't just keep mulling it over and dragging it along, because it would be unfair for her. That I completely agree with him with. Like, you're giving hope when it's possible it's not the case, so just dragging the person along is really bad. So think it over and give an answer, yes or no. So hopefully all that thinking made him realize how much he likes Akane and gonna say no here. And hopefully when Eita learns that he rejected her, he doesn't really mention anything about Akane or to Akane, because that's just gonna make things more messy. So yeah.
頑張っておいで。振られても俺とももちゃんがいる。
わかった私当たって砕けてくるあのね実は今日どうしても話したいことがあって
散歩の時間？
本当に暖かくて
すいません、俺もうすぐ塾行かないといけなくて。
でも何もこんなバタバタしてる時にわざわざ街中で無理に話をしなくてもあのさやっぱり今日は好き困らせてごめんなさいでもお願い今日だけは私のこと考えてみてほしい
そういえばアキト、昨日さ、女の子から告白されたでしょ。
なんで知ってんすか？
アカネッチマジで告ったのか。すげえなあの子。俺てっきりお前もまんざらでもないと思ってたのに。
は
仲いいさ。早めにきっちりはっきり答えてやらないと思わせぶりなことして相手をもてあそぶのは一番ダメだぞ。
Also, a big shout out to Momo, the voice of reason, and being able to voice Akane's intentions. Otherwise, she was just gonna sit on that bench for a long time. And yes, it was a serious discussion that Akane wanted to have with Eita, which was what I thought was gonna happen with Momo. And I think Momo also thought that was gonna happen. But instead it was with Eita. However, Akane did learn about Momo did discover about that and was able to voice it out for her. So he was finally able to get that started, and Eita was all for that. He was actually the one that got everything started because he was the one that introduced himself to Akane in game and got her involved with the guild where she met Yamada. Of course, like real life stuff was Akane that got that started, but all because she realized he was the same one from the game, which was the one her guild made, thanks to Rudy Hime getting her in the guild. So, you know, technically started with Eita, but everyone got involved. But props to Momo getting all that out of her, like really being able to read her friend. And Akane even acknowledged that both of them were very important to her, especially after the breakup. Both Momo and Rudy Hime, that people that she could confide on and really helped her move forward. So she wants to rely on them. That's why they were the first two she talked about when she realized she was in love, which that's really wonderful. Like she was even saying like she loved them so much. And yes, in a very friendly manner. Like, in a way, they're her best friends, you know? So that's great. And Momo's already making moves here. Because, like, she did mention before how he was hot, and like, oh, okay. So, friend of Akane that she trusts and everything. I'm a friend that she trusts. So, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm putting out my intentions, like, I'm looking for a husband. She wants to get married early, you know? And do you have a girlfriend? Like, he's already setting things on the table. You have a girlfriend? Okay, gotta move on. You don't? Interesting. What if, you know? So, hopefully things works out, because I've been hoping for Eita and Momo for a while now. Since, when was it again? I mentioned in an episode, and ever since then, I hoped that would happen. Didn't have much expectation to actually happening, but just wished it would happen. But hey, who knows? That might actually end up becoming a thing.
あかね好きな人ができたんだって。
ネトゲの女に彼氏取られた
もう別れて正解でしょう。あかねもいつまでも落ち込んでないでちゃんと学校来なね。 引きこもってたって落ち込む一方なんだからね。
元気ないのかな。ルリでよければ聞くよ。ルリはみんなのマスターだから頼ってほしいな。なるほどね。彼氏に振られちゃって思い出のアクセもなくしちゃったと。わかるな。好きな人できたよって二人には言いたかったの。辛い時慰めてくれたのももちゃんとルリ姫ちゃんだから。ありがとう。二人とも大好き。
あ、どうも改めまして前田桃子です。
佐々木瑛太です。
20歳の大学生です。本気で婚活してます。彼女いますか？
Now, Tsubaki, hey, she was able to at least make the confession, which accidentally, but she ended up making confession, which was something that kind of did not do. She backed away from it. So I do give her props for that, but it's all thanks to their common friend that was a wingman here. And like, oh hey, we're gonna share umbrella. Tsubaki doesn't have umbrella. How about you go with him instead of me, you know? Go alone, gonna have a moment, it's your time to make a move. And he was convincing her of this, so he's being a great friend there. Of course, he knows nothing about Akane, so it's not like he's picking Tsubaki over Akane. Though obviously that's his friend, so it would make sense he would pick her over. Anyway. He's just trying to be a good friend and a wingman here. And they were going along through that rain. Like was said before, Yamada may act like straightforward and cold, but he's actually very kind and everything. Good example of that was with the umbrella. Before he left his umbrella with Kane, as she was going off the rain, all depressed after the necklace stuff, and he went running on his own. You know, he was sharing the umbrella with Tsubaki after seeing that she was getting wet from the rain because it wouldn't really fit the two of them. He decided, like, you know what, you use the umbrella, I'll just run to the station right over there. So yeah, and when he heard her calling and she felt, he got her glasses for her. Now, when she ended up admitting that she liked him, he wasn't really hugging or putting his hand on her shoulder or anything. He just grabbed the umbrella to protect her. So that was very kind of him, but I don't think there's those feelings there, you know. Like she said before, she had to make a move before somebody else got into the situations. Unfortunately, somebody else already did. Akane showed up and is now the one having those interactions with him more. And he's in her thoughts, she's in his thoughts, so, you know, you missed your chance. You're trying it now, but I think now it's just too late for it. But yeah, certainly the relationships are going to be moving forward next episode. Be it with Baki and hopefully Akane, but things are gonna reach a resolution next episode, which I imagine is why it's the last episode. So I don't think we'll get a season 2 unless more about their dating life, you know, which could happen, but I don't think that will be the case. I think this is just gonna end here. But we'll just have to see how things go next episode and how it's gonna conclude. But with that being said, see you next time. Bye!